There was during the writing process, you took a plane to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still know what date it was?
No, it would have been maybe in January, I think, about a year ago, I guess. But yeah, you know, it was a very split-second decision, and yeah, I went down there and just tried to write my way out of this little funk or whatever it was.
What was the first song you wrote over there?
Well, the first song that let's see, what did I mean, I wrote the majority of most of those songs down there but a lot of it was like finishing them, you know. I had them kind of going a little bit, and then I just, you know, my own life was kind of like getting in the way of like making any work that was a final thing. But yeah, I think probably the first song I finished down there was probably Terror in the Canyons, probably. A song called The Wounded Master. Yeah.
And well, the album is called Muchacho. What does it mean?
For me, it's like, you know, I was in Mexico for that little bit, and then there's a Neruda poem that I was reading a lot of Neruda. I seem to end up doing that during these kinds of times. And for me, it's kind of like this kind of like taunting kind of thing. Like, I think it's got a sense of humor to it. But yeah, like it's kind of like the world. There's a line in one of those poems that's something about like just saying that, you know, like that's the way it is, muchacho. You know, like, and then so it's up to you. You know, this is the way things are. You can handle it, or you can just, you know, curl up and die, I guess, you know. So.
Were you so close then?
Huh?
Well, deal with it or, well, let go?
Well, I guess everybody's having this decision on a daily basis.
Do you think, yeah?
Don't you?
Not on a daily basis.
No, not on a daily basis. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you make it unconsciously, right? But yeah, if anything, if you end up, I guess if you end up asking that question, it's, yeah. Well, then, yeah, maybe right there, there's highlighting something.
Yeah. Who was this writer you were saying?
Neruda, like Pablo Neruda. He's a Chilean poet. Fantastic guy, yeah.
And how often do you write? Do you read him?
You know, just he's up there among like some of my favorite poets for sure. Like he's really, and so prolific, like tons and tons of work. So it's a lot to dig through. It's like an endless well of good writing.
So the album opens with Sunrise and Sun Close.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you already have this idea when you started recording, or was it something that came while recording the songs?
That came. Those songs actually came from when I was saying that before I actually started kind of writing. I was doing a lot of just soundscape stuff, and those songs came from that period. The lyrics weren't quite there. I didn't know that they were going to have lyrics. I thought they were just going to be choir pieces. And then, yeah, the first one, what I thought was going to happen was that it was going to start with it, maybe have another version of it in the middle, and then maybe end with it. But it would have just been too long of a record, so it just kind of bookended it with it instead.
Okay.
But yeah.
Muchacho's tune, you're saying, I've been fucked up and I've been a fool. Do you still feel this way about yourself, or was it just in a period of time?
Well, again, that one is it's not my tune. It's Muchacho's tune. So part of me is like, you kind of write you try to have a little, like a little distance, you know, to where it's a character as opposed to you specifically. That being said, no, I don't feel that. I don't feel that quite so heavily as I might have felt it when writing those lines.
Well, you finished now the album. It's being released. If you listen to the album, what is your own opinion now about it? Lyric-wise, sound-wise.
I like it. I like this. It took me a minute. I mean, it's like when you're doing a thing like this, like you end up kind of pretty immersed in it for 6 months, and yeah, no, I can't. I feel pretty good about it. I like it. You know, it's like, yeah, no, hell, I like it.
Did it help you with
Yeah.
coming to terms with with the breakup?
Very much, yeah. It is like, yeah, getting to work is always, seems to be the answer to most things. Just, you know, get your hands dirty, get in there.
And now you're happily in love right now?
Sure.
That's good. Thank you.
Thanks.